In the initial segment of this video, I would like to provide an overview of what job interviews with the Human Resources Department are like when you are seeking employment in Sweden. Interviews with the HR department are typically the initial stage in a sequence of interviews that will subsequently be conducted with more specialized departments within the organization. In Sweden, interviews with the HR department need to be genuine and conducted with a certain level of seriousness and authenticity. Recruiters in the Human Resources Department in Sweden generally value honesty as well as professionalism and the ease with which you can articulate your work experiences and academic achievements, highlighting why you are the ideal candidate for the position you are applying for. Therefore, my suggestion is to be honest regarding your work experiences and academic achievements, and in this way effectively communicate to the human resources recruiter that you are the best person for the job position you are applying for and that your qualifications make you a strong candidate. My second advice is that before going to the job interview, do a previous research about the company's values, as that will give a good impression and demonstrate your genuine interest both in the job position you are applying for as well as with the company. In the upcoming section of the video, we will cover the specific questions that recruiters from the Human Resources Department in Sweden typically ask during the hiring process. In the first question, they usually ask you for a description about yourself. It is usually recommended to describe yourself in terms of academic achievements and work experience that you have had in the past, and that should be important as it gives you an opportunity to describe yourself as a person who knows how to work in a team and who values a collaborative environment, which are very important factors in Sweden. During the second question, recruiters from the HR department typically ask you about your motivation or wanting to work for that specific company. I suggest that prior to responding, you conduct research on the values and vision and objectives of the company, which are typically outlined on their website. This will enable you to convey to the Swedish recruiter that your personal values and goals are in line with those of the company, thereby creating a favorable impression and increasing your likelihood of securing the job you are seeking. Another question that is often asked by recruiters is what your strengths are during interviews. There are 3 strengths that I suggest you discuss in an interview with the Human Resources Department. The first factor is work flexibility. The second factor is your ability to work individually as well as in a team. And the third is the capability to adapt to a flat hierarchy, as they are typically the most widespread in corporate environments in Sweden, which is known for its emphasis on equality and collaboration. In order to delve into your strengths, I also highly recommend that you talk about any notable academic or work achievements you have had in the past that reflect those strengths and emphasize how they can contribute to the success of the company in question. This will enable the Swedish recruiter to visualize and understand why you are the best person for the position, making you a strong candidate in their eyes. Another inquiry that recruiters in the field of human resources in Sweden often ask you is about your weaknesses and areas for improvement. My suggestion is that you make a point of writing down your weaknesses within a framework of self-awareness and promptly communicate them to recruiters, not only to demonstrate your awareness of these weaknesses, but also to show that you have a concrete plan on how to address them, as this is usually highly valued and regarded as a positive trait. For instance, if you possess the weakness of not effectively managing your time, it is advisable to elucidate to the Swedish recruiter the strategies that have proven to be successful for you in efficiently managing your time. Another query frequently posed by recruiters in the human resources field in Sweden is about the challenges you have faced in previous roles within a company and how you have effectively addressed and overcome them. I recommend that you talk about the problem you have had in the past and that you have managed to solve it in a collaborative way, respecting other opinions that went against yours. This demonstrates that not only do you possess the capability to solve problems, but also that you possess the capability to work in a team, which are 2 factors that Swedish recruiters perceive as highly significant. The subsequent query that recruiters from the Department of Human Resources in Swedish companies typically pose to you is inquiring about the aspects that you enjoyed and did not enjoy in your previous work experiences. With regard to what you like, I highly recommend that you elaborate on your work experiences that highlight those specific aspects that are highly valued in Sweden, such as effective teamwork, proactive and innovative problem solving, and continuous individual development within a collaborative team working context. With regards to what you did not like, my recommendation is that you should focus on discussing aspects that, even though you did not like, you have been able to effectively manage The primary goal of employing this specific method to respond to the question is not only to effectively demonstrate your outstanding teamwork and collaboration skills, but also to clearly exhibit your unwavering honesty and integrity, all of which are highly important and valued qualities within the corporate environment in Sweden. Another question that Swedish recruiters commonly ask is why you want to leave your current job position. I would like to answer this question by placing emphasis on positive aspects such as setting new goals and demonstrating proactivity instead of focusing on the negative aspects, as they are not given much importance by recruiters in Sweden. Another query frequently posed by recruiters in the field of human resources in Sweden is what your aspirations and objectives are for the future. I would respond to this question by explaining my aspirations for the future, which are centered around ongoing learning, collaboration, and achieving a harmonious equilibrium between work and personal life. The reasons why I would explain this question in that way is because all the factors I just mentioned are extremely important in the work life in Sweden, and it will allow the Swedish recruiter to understand that you will adapt quickly and easily to your new job position, which is crucial for your success in the Swedish work environment. Another query that Swedish recruiters frequently inquire about is your ability to handle and perform effectively in high-pressure work situations. This specific question is commonly asked in companies where employees often work under pressure, and recruiters want to gain insight into how you would effectively handle and navigate these challenging scenarios and situations that may arise in such work environments. The most effective approach to responding to this question is to describe previous work experiences in which you were exposed to working under pressure and explain how you successfully handled these situations in the past. I also suggest placing emphasis on the significance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance, as this relationship is highly important in Sweden, which in my view will greatly enhance your chances of being seriously considered for the position in question and ultimately increase the likelihood of securing the job. This is how we reach the end of this video. It is important that you remember that responding in an honest manner to all of these questions that the Swedish recruiter asks is very important. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have any specific questions. See you in the next video.